Shalom, shalom. This is the brother Amawan from GMS on the Forecasters coming to you with another lesson in the name of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai. First and foremost, I want to say Kahal Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Makah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the Arkim doing the work in the name of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, the hopeful elect. So I want to bring out this article. Because man, as you can see the title there, it says we got to take these MFers out, because Professor says white people committed to being villains. And she's right, man. They are committed to being villains, man. They are the wicked, man. And they're not white. Right? They are Edomites. They are red. Right? Edom, meaning red. All right? They're not white. That's the name they have chosen for themselves to play the hero, man. That's why they call us black, because they want us to play the villain, man. But they're the real villains, man. All right? Their history speaks for itself. There's no doubt about it, man. All right? And we're going to get into that in the scriptures anyway. So let's read some of this now. So it says, Brittany Cooper, a professor at Rutgers University, has caused outrage over comments she made at an event about critical race theory, where she suggested white people should be taken out. Well, yeah. Listen, man, they brought nothing but death and destruction on this earth. All right? As I said before, the record speaks for itself. They got a long rap sheet. And this is outrage to them, because the truth is coming out. Right? People no longer believe in them as good people, or heroes or saviors or on earth. We're coming to the time now where they're being exposed for what they really are, man. Hence the reason they don't want this critical race theory to be taught, because all it does is expose the wickedness of them and especially what they've done to our people, man. The so-called blacks, the so-called Native Americans, so-called Latinos, all the things that they've done, not just to us, man, but the more, that's the most important thing, because we don't care about the heathens, man, but they've also committed atrocities against the other heathens, man. Even the heathens, they hate them. And the Hamites, the Moabites, the Ammonites, man, they hate them, man. They dropped atomic bombs on the Ammonites, man. All right, they've done bare atrocities to the Moabite, to the Hamites, man. If you just look at South Africa, apartheid, and all them types of things, and to their own people. So they, like I said, man, they got a very long rap sheet, and they're being exposed for it, and that's the last thing they want. Hence the reason why they spent many years and a lot of money trying to cover up the things that they've done, man. She says, during an event entitled Unpacking the Attacks on Critical Race Theory, hosted by The Root, Cooper made several comments that have since spread across social media and caused uproar. The event was held on September the 21st, but it was only recently noticed by her critics. And just come to mind, man, look what they did to those Aborigines, man, in Australia. Their wickedness is spread all over the place, man. And they want to act like it shouldn't be told. You can't keep these things as secrets forever, man. And besides, the Lord has seen all these things. So she says, the thing I want to say to you is we gotta take these MFers out. But we can't say that, right? Cooper said before quickly adding, I do not believe in a project of violence. I truly don't. She claimed critical race theory is the proper teaching of American history. And she went on to refer to whiteness as an inconvenient interruption in black people's history. And like I said before, man, we are, we're not black, man, we're Israelites, all right? And they're not white, they're Edomites. And this is the best part. It says whiteness, Edomite, basically, is going to have an end date because despite what white people think of themselves, they do not defy the laws of eternity. And she's right, man. You know, she doesn't know exactly why she's saying this or even how that's going to happen. I guarantee. But she's right, man. It says Cooper later claimed white people are committed to being villains in the aggregate, and said they deserve a low birth rate, and they have a low birth rate, man. You know, hence all this IVF treatment that they have to go through. That's why they try and keep us down, man, because we would outbirth, we out reproduce them, you know. So I'm not going to read all these dumb tweets and that are just afraid of the truth because they're pointless. And it says, responding to the latest controversy, Cooper tweeted on Thursday to say she had been receiving death threats, adding white supremacy is a violent project that attempts to silence those of us who call it out. And she's right, man. They do. This is the reason why they don't want this critical race theory. They don't want their children to be taught. Man, the scriptures say, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, man. You know, imagine being young Edomites learning the truth about what your ancestors did, man. You'd be worried, and rightfully so. Especially if you believe in what they call karma. You know, what goes around comes around. Justice. You know, let's get into the scriptures anyway. I might as well start here as it's there. So this Habakkuk 2:4, it says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Man. Right? These Edomites, man, they are made to be the wicked, all right? They cannot do anything other than that. So when you hear these things, people saying these things, and like low-level Edomites complaining about it, because they're wicked as well, man. All right, if they weren't wicked, they would understand why these things were being said, and would probably accept that that is the truth of the matter. But they can't. They've lived centuries of lies, man. Centuries upon centuries of lies, believing themselves to be superior and to be righteous. All right. You know, they believe that they're just. It says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Now, he's a proud man, and he doesn't keep at home. He goes into all these nations, handing out his form of democracy, as he likes to call it, freedom and democracy. All right, and doctrines, indoctrinating other nations in his wickedness. Right, and it spreads, man. It says, who enlargeth his desire as hell. Right, and is as death. Right, he's as death, man. He doesn't bring anything. He's not about bringing things to life, man. He's about this death and destruction. He says, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. So he wants the control of everybody. Right, these Edomites, man, from their main base of operations, which is Babylon, man, they want the rulership over everybody. Do they not have does Babylon not have its military bases in virtually every country on the earth, amongst every nation on the earth? It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him, destruction to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Right, so destruction is coming for him because of all the death, destruction, the stealing of people and of land, the murdering of people, all these things, man. Now, how long is the question? How long, man? Well, let's get this. Job 20, and I'll start from 4. It says, "Knowing thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked, right, is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment." And they are the wicked men. It tells you that in Job 9:24, right? We all know this, and it says, "And the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment," because they're hypocrites, man. They do as their mantra is, "Do as I say, not as I do." All right. It says, "Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds." Right. He's on the top, man. He's the top dog right now. He's the alpha wolf in this pack of tribes on earth. Right. But it says, "Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, Where is he?" So he's going to be taken out, man. These MFers are going to be taken out. Right? That's prophecy. That's prophesied that they're going to be taken out. Right? And that's what they're really scared of. And so they should be, man. Because that's a reality. He says, "He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him." Right? Says, "His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hand shall restore their goods." They do their best to try and appease us. Their best, which isn't good at all, which isn't great at all. Silly little laws and foolish holidays and statues and removal of statues and all these other things. But they're not really trying to truly recompense, man. The Lord's going to recompense, all right? In fact, let me just get that. Let me just get something actually. I can't remember where it is. Right, yeah, 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6, it says, "Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you." So it's righteous, man. What's about to go down? What's about to hit Esau is Edomites, man. The wicked is a righteous thing, right? And the Most High is going to deliver that. And he's going to deal with them, man. And he's going to deal with them. Let's jump back in Job a minute. Right, I'm just going to jump to the point, man. It says Job 14 and 4, I'll start from. It says, "Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one." So they are unclean, and they are unclean. They are wicked, all right? They cannot be changed. They cannot repent. They cannot turn around and do good. So all you Israelites out there that are always trying to jump on, the rod of Esau and defending, what about the white man and all this crap? All right, listen, they're the wicked, man. There's no redemption for them. All right, they're set to be destroyed, man, and they deserve that. All right. It says, verse 5 says, "Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months, so with thee thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass." So they are going to be taken out. All right, they're not going to, they're not going to rule forever, man. Even though they think they are. eventually they will be taken out. And let me read this. It's Psalm 49:11 says, "Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own name." So they think, they got this. They're going to achieve. I'm talking about the elites here. They think they're going to achieve their mission of their new world order, man. Right? But the Lord's got other plans, man. I mean, like we just read, man. Is appointed the bounds that they cannot pass, man. They can't breach their time on this earth. And they're going to be destroyed till they're no more. Right? They're going to these MFers, as the woman said, are going to be taken up. Let's read this. I'm not going to read this all, man, because I just want to get a couple more scriptures before I close this out, and we know this one. Let's just get to the point. I want to read verse 3 actually. It says, "The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks." Right? And that's those Edomites, man. They dwelt, in Mount Seir and them rocks, man. It says, "Whose habitation is high," meaning they're lofty, man. They are at the top of the food chain. All right. That saith in his heart, "Who shall bring me down to the ground?" We just read that the inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, meaning they don't think they're going to be brought down off their perch. They're not going to be humbled. It says, "Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence I will bring thee down, saith the Lord." So the Lord's going to bring them down, man. And this is why, it says, "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever." Right? I'm just going to jump around, man, precept upon precept. And I'm going to jump to 18, man. Get to the point. It says, "And the house of Jacob shall be a fire," right? "And the house of Joseph a flame." That is the fuel, right? That's going to destroy, through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It says, "And the house of Esau for stubble," right? That's the remains of the destruction. "And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken." So that's telling you right out and out, man, that there will be no more. Eventually, these Edomites will be no more. They were going to be removed as a nation off the face of the earth, man. So these MFers, as that woman rightfully said, need to be taken out, and they will be taken out, man. All right, they will be taken out. Because they've been nothing but a destructive force on this earth. Especially for Jake, man. Where is it now? Let me start at verse Psalm 17. I'll start at 8. It says, "Keep me as the apple of the eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wings." As you know, Israel is the Lord's firstborn, the apple of his eye, right? His favorite thing. It says, "From the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about, You know, we read that there is death, man. It says they are enclosed in their own fat. With their mouth they speak proudly. You know, and you can hear that in this, where they think they can just turn around and say, we don't want you to teach about our wickedness that we did to these Israelites, man, or to these, whatever they call us, man. We know what we are. But that's basically what they're doing, man. All right, they're refusing to allow the truth of their wickedness to be told. They're proud in their wickedness as well. It says they have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth. You know, they're above all. It says, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. Because that's how they move, man. Them secretly. They're the secret counsel of the wicked, man. It says, arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. So that's the villains that she was talking about, man. They're the villains, man. Yeah, they're the villains on this earth, man. And everybody knows it. And it's starting to be exposed, like, properly, man. It's been known for a while now, but now it's just a never-ending thing, in so much that they're complaining that they're becoming oppressed, which is great, because ultimately they are going to be oppressed, man. Big time oppression is coming for them in the kingdom, man. Like the world has never seen, man. You know, 100 times what they did to us, man, and rightfully so. All right. So anyway, I think I'm going to close it now on that. You know, yeah, Esau's time is nearly at an end, man. You can tell that spirit of vengeance is out there, man, against him. So yeah, we just have to hold out and wait for the Lord to come back, and he's going to put everything right and put these wicked demons, these devils, so-called white men, the Edomite, where it's supposed to be, man, under subjection, hardcore bondage, slavery, man. All right, and then ultimately he's going to be destroyed off the face of the earth. So with that, once more I'm going to say, Kahal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Akakwadash, Wa Ba Ba, and Shalom.